Boys and girls, Alex here. A couple of weeks ago I introduced you to my Rockler vacuum clamp pods, which are basically designed to replace or an alternative to my air cup clamps, which I just found were just a little bit too flexible. They'll do the job, but I was always, and I still am, I always will be looking for something better. Now, the video really covered a couple of ways these clamps are designed to run in T-tracks, where I've created my own sort of, T-tracks in these bits of wood that I then use to mount to workbenches. Now, two ways of mounting them, or a few other ways, but for a low profile mount I use either these that just sit in there and clamp on. That's if you've got a normal workbench and if you can go that way. I happen to be a great fan of this MFT style workbench, whereby, come here, I use these TSO lock dogs. Hang on, let's bring this over here. Where am I? Yeah, this will do. I just want to make sure I'm getting this in the viewfinder or not moving it out of the way. It's TSO lock dogs. You only need one to hold it down, but then you need something else to stop this from pivoting. You can either use, I can either use a long 20mm dowel, although they're a bit tight. I am quite happy to use two TSO lock dogs. Now, basically all I did was introduce you to the actual clamp. However, this video is going to cover some of the accoutrements that I've decided to add to it. Now, I did get inspiration for these off another video which I'll link to downstairs, which I reckon is just a brilliant one if you want to make your own. It's by Geoff's Joinery, and it's a great little video, but because I've actually bought it, because look, I want small, I don't want big ones. I've got my Festool Vaxis for that. Vaxis here. And I just wanted a small one. So, a couple of hints I got off him was to have an inline filter. Oops, let's get this right. Which I've added to it, and that's primarily designed to protect the vacuum pump, to stop all, because I'll be doing it mainly using this for sawdusting or routing, so there's going to be a lot of sawdusting, sanding and routing, so there's going to be a lot of sawdust which I would like to keep out of my pump as it'll cream it up. Now he put me onto these, and I have got, actually be careful, they're actually called a inline fuel filter, a 1/4 inch inline fuel filter. Watch what you get, because I actually bought those, which is what he recommended. Then I thought, oh look, there's cheaper ones on the market. I went out and bought them, but as you can see they're much smaller. I don't know how they're going to perform. I don't even know how these are going to perform too well, because I haven't really had a chance to mass use them. But either way, it's just a simple case of pulling these bugs out, putting the new one in, make sure you have them oriented the right way, and then I just attach, hang on, that nearly went a cropper. Attach it the right way, the flow is that way, to my vacuum pump. The filter has been put in place, and this is basically the operation. Turn it on. I'm using a power cube here. It's got a remote that comes with it, but at the moment I'm just using this for demo purposes. Turn it on, sorry, turn it on. Oh, come on. Turn it on, and here you have it. You've got it clamped, not a problem. Now when you finish with the work, turn this off, and you can't still take it off because the vacuum is still within the pipes. You've got to wait till the vacuum dissipates before you can then start to remove it. And once you've removed it, well, as you can see, there's no more vacuum. What I thought, well, smart ass me, I put in an inline switch. Turn it on. Got the vacuum. Whoops. Got the vacuum. Turn the switch off. And, well, I got it off that time. Hang on. Got the vacuum. Turn the switch off. And, well, it eventually came off. But it came off not because I turned the switch off. Well, it is. But all the switch did was stop the flow of air. It was no different to me turning the pump off. It waited till the pressure dissipated. Anyway, going back to Geoff's joinery video, he made a reference to these pneumatic foot pedals. Let's see if you can see that in the picture. Yep, you've got it. This is actually a 5-way switch. Now, I had no idea what the hell a 5-way switch is about, but if you look inside it, now we'll see if we can get this into the viewfinder. There's 3 ports there. One, naturally, the bottom one is the input, and there's 2 ports above it, and they're both output. Now somehow, I don't know how the actual 5-way configuration works, but the whole idea is that with the switch down, or switch up, one port is active, one of the outlet ports active. When you bring the switch down, it toggles and it makes the other one active and turns that one off. So with this, with the thing, you either have one port A being the active, and then you switch the pedal or press the pedal, port B becomes the active. Now, as I said, I don't know why they call that 5-way, but so probably what I really would have needed, what probably is a 3-way. I would have thought it was a 2-way, but anyway, not the point. Well, smart ass me thought, well, with this pedal I can now replace this and have that. Well, duh, all you're doing by turning this on and off is exactly the same thing as this, which has no effect whatsoever, because you're still just tying off the flow and not releasing the pressure. Then I decided what I should do, and I'll do it this way. I'll put it on the end, which will break that seal so the flow comes through here. Now, as I turn it on, push that down. Come on, what's happening? Oh, duh, that shouldn't be there for a start, you know. Now, this is becoming totally redundant. God, I had this off worries for a minute there. That goes down and it's locked. Then what I do is press the pedal, and what that does is it switches, but the other port just comes out there's nothing attached to it, so the air just escapes from the other port, which breaks the seal, which basically means that, as you can see, there's really no pressure there because the air is flowing through. If I turn this back down, block that outlet port, I've got myself a seal. So this now becomes a release valve or release foot-powered release valve, which is great. I mean, I've got it up here so you can see, but I'd have it down on the ground. Another good thing about it is I can now attach this remote control button on the top here with double-sided tape. So when I've got it on the ground, press on that, that'll turn the pump on and off, and with the pedal here I can activate, deactivate the release switch so I can actually now make the pump operational. When I've got the 4 pumps in sequence, unfortunately this will deactivate all of them, although, you know, I mean, I suppose I could play what ifs and have this as a splitter and whatever. So as I said, have a splitter in here, have 2 rows and have a separate pedal for each, because when you think about it, I could actually, instead of this, just put my inline switch in there, as you saw that popped off. Now you can control the on and off without having to turn this off with this switch. The only problem is that you need both hands for this. Well, at least one hand if you secure it to the bench and then turn it on and off like that. But to me, foot power is a much more practical thing. So what I will finish up doing is, as I said, this will go, no, that's it, down on the ground, and as I say, I can step on that. Actually, this is quite funny, this button here, because it's more so designed to be, it's concave and it's designed to be pressed in the middle, and when you push down on it, if you push down on the outside, sometimes you, well, there you go, it's working now, but I found that sometimes it doesn't engage. So what I might need to do is have a piece of just double-sided tape, a piece of wood there, and this cute little button on there, so it'll bring it up enough so I can easily step on that to toggle that on and off. Anyway, that's it, boys and girls. Hope it's given you some ideas, and yeah, that's it. So, hooroo, and keep safe.